Welcome to the Newsome MMA Podcast, partnered with Concussion Pro 1, the world's first dedicated concussion supplement. I'm your host Kieran, and tonight I'm with Bryan Creighton ahead of his fight at Cage Warriors 101 on February the 16th. Bryan, cheers for having us.
Great stuff, nice being here.
So Bryan, you're coming into this fight on an absolute tear, on a 4-fight win streak. What effect does that have on you when you're preparing for a fight?
Basically, it's confidence, knowing that where I've come from, having a 4-fight losing streak. By just basically, I was getting beat by people who I was a lot better than, lemon heads, but as I like to call them. And I knew I was better than them. I was just beating myself. But now I'm on a tear up. My confidence has grown. Mental state is where it needs to be, and I'm just going on a wrecking spree, rack 'em and stack 'em.
Not only that, but this fight is taking place in front of your home crowd in Liverpool, the exhibition centre. When you walk out in front of a home crowd and you hear everyone cheering for you, what is that feeling like?
It's ecstatic. Listening to the wolf pack and the people howling, and it just sends shivers down your spine. It's just not like it.
I've been told that you might have something special planned for the fans when you walk out.
Yeah, I've got bagpipers coming out, so the bagpipes, it's a good. I like to show up, be a showman when I come out to fight, and I think it's good to set a scene, and it shows you a bit of personality. Not everyone comes out to just that banging music, and it's nice to be a bit of a showman coming out and putting on a show as well for the fans.
Yeah, the fans definitely going to get to see a show on February the 16th. It's also your return to Cage Warriors. You fought there previously. What's it like coming back to Cage Warriors after seeing the year they had last year, where they had 10 shows across the 12 months, numerous fighters being called up now to Bellator and UFC? What's it like returning?
Cage Warriors at the moment, it's a prime platform for the likes of the big shows, the UFC, the Bellators, the ONE FC. So if you can shine on Cage Warriors and shine on UFC Fight Pass, who knows? Sky's the limit.
And what was it like when you were offered this fight?
I was waiting for a fight after beating Andy Young. I couldn't get a flyweight to fight me, so I've actually took this fight at bantamweight, and then I'll be going back down to flyweight. But just purely to get me out and get me some cage time, as in it's not going to last very long anyway. But it just gets me some cage time and gets me an opponent, and gets me out there and gets me known.
Yeah. So while we're on the subject of your opponent, you're taking on Manuel Bilić, who's a 20-fight veteran. What are your thoughts on him as a fighter?
Well, I know my caliber of opponents compared to his caliber opponents outweigh him. I know that there's levels in this game, and I'm levels above him. I'm going to show that on him on February the 16th.
And without giving too much away, what's the plan for this fight? How's it going to go down?
There's plan A and plan B. Plan A, he's going to come out, he's going to throw right hand over the top. I'm going to throw a left hook and knock him out. Plan B, he's going to throw a right kick, a left hook over the top. I'm going to put pressure on him, immense pressure. So he's got to fold and he's got to shoot in for the takedown. He's going to catch me leg, I'm going to guillotine him, and it's going to be end off. If not, plan C, it's going to be a war. So either way, I'm ready to go.
It certainly sounds like you prepare for all outcomes of this fight. Sort of, what's the plan then with Cage Warriors? Is there a set amount of fights you've got signed for, or is it you're just going to be at Cage Warriors until maybe Bellator or UFC or ONE come calling for you?
Well, I've took this fight as I couldn't get a fight. I was fighting with Brave, beat Andy Young, and then I couldn't get a fight. So I've just took this fight, and who knows? I'm open to offers to see whatever comes my way.
Finally, before we sign off, mate, is anyone want to give a quick shout out to?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Four Corners Boxing Gym, John Gillies. Put a lot of time and effort into me this camp, and basically brought me right out my shell and enabled me to fucking to throw punches at angles with venom. Big shout out to Sean Martin, Hammer MMA coach, and him for getting me in touch and putting me in the right contacts. And a shout out to my sponsors as well. They're all linked up and all coming through. So hopefully it'll be on a good roll this year. I'd like to thank you to the fans for supporting me and buying tickets to see the show.
All right, cheers for your time, mate. Just a reminder to the guys that have been listening. Bryan's fighting February 16th at Liverpool's Exhibition Centre, Cage Warriors 101. Shaping up to be a cracking fight.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Yeah, cheers for having us, Bryan. Good luck for your fight.